Hey, what's up YouTube? Sky Badger here, and we are back on day 34. Now, I'm pretty sure I made a video on day 34 yesterday, so this is kind of a day 34 late video. So, not much has happened, and I seem to start every episode with that these days, and that's because not much has happened. While the morale is picking up over here, and so is our production, we still have a fair bit of a way to go to get to where our economy should be. I'd like to at least double that food income and hopefully double the oil income, although that's going to be a lot harder. So I don't know why France left these unattended, because there's still a small chance, I'm pretty sure, at 31 that they could rebel, but generally speaking it'd be pretty low. So what's been happening in the game since the last video I made, which kind of made it like less than 24 hours ago, so not much has happened. We successfully sunk a group of destroyers that were out here. It looks like they're there, but really they're not, they're dead. So if we just send one interceptor out to prove that they're dead, which probably won't even be able to show in this episode, it's going to take so long to get there. Make it a little closer. Yeah, maybe now. So we sunk those, and we also sunk 3 submarines that were over here. Luckily I had my destroyers split, so I could keep 4 over here to protect the main fleet, and send 4 back over here to destroy the enemy destroyers. Subs. There were subs over here, destroyers over here. So, at the moment down over here, France is doing a little bit of scouting with this destroyer, and it is getting ripped to shreds by these naval bombers. Now, part of me wants to go and hunt down the aircraft carrier and sink it, and the other part of me... Oh, did they just complete the cycle? No. And the other part of me thinks that's a horrible idea. And here's kind of why. Like, I have this group of ships up here, and this group of ships is the only available unit that can respond to, or quickly, any attacks in this area up here. If I drag it down to here, then the only other available naval unit I have that can be sent into this area is this group up here. And of course, if I send this group down to here, then there's nothing protecting England. And although I do have a lot of troops there, I guess, I just don't want to leave it unprotected. So I think that maybe I will send this down to hunt some carriers. There's nothing, funner than sinking carriers. Could be fun. It looks good too in the stats, sinking carriers. You don't generally get too many kills. So with this naval group here at the moment, the whole point of having aircraft carriers is so we can scout and hunt targets. So although I'm pretty sure I am going to go hunt down that carrier, for the meantime it is incredibly important that we keep an eye out for enemy submarines, because submarines against a group like this could do a lot of damage, and that's the main reason why we build naval bombers, so we can spot submarines. So, they're no use just sitting on the deck, so whenever I go offline for the night, I always bring them back to the carrier so they can't get sunk by a cruiser that travels underneath them or something like that. But as soon as I get back up in the morning, I like to send them out to do a little bit of scouting. And same with the tactical bombers and interceptors. If you've got any of these spear laying around, they're great for hunting ships at a long distance. And, especially on the world map, I know this isn't the world map, but on the world map when the ocean is a massive place, scouting out and hunting enemy targets and convoys can be a mission in itself. So if you have aircraft carriers and aircraft to use, it can make the job of hunting enemy convoys so much easier. Like, all you have to do is send them out for a scout every now and then and just pull them back. They don't need to stay out long, they just need to go out, scout an area, and then you just pull them straight back again. It doesn't, isn't a long process. It's like as soon as these aircraft here hit the
Let me have a look.
fuck off, Siri.
Search turn something up for is the sea craft here. Have a look.
Thank you, Siri. So without that interruption from Siri, once the aircraft hits the destination, you just pull them straight back, because all they're doing is scouting these areas, and then I'll move them onto a new spot to scout. So I forgot to mention why this group is here in the first place. That's because I'm sending one anti-tank to capture this island. Why am I capturing this island? Because there's a supply drop there. And I want that supply drop. It's that simple. Like I've said before, I don't generally play the 22 player map, and this is one of the few rounds where you can actually get supply drops. So I'm trying to make the most of this and pick up as many as I can. One thing that actually amazed me is Northern States of America actually has the special unit for militia, and considering he's using it in forests, that could put up a good challenge when we finally get round to invading. 5 in the forest, that's a pretty decent opponent right there. But nothing a little armor can't beat. And aircraft, because you know they're still pretty shoddy against aircraft. 5 times 8 is only 3, and then a 75% bonus. They're still not going to do much damage to aircraft. So aircraft, artillery, easy. So that's really all there is to say about today. Has that been sunk yet? Ooh, down to 3%. Yeah, I should probably go hunt down those aircraft carriers. I'm the only one that can at the moment. So, you know, apart from that, I'm slowly sending troops down. Another of the heavy tanks finished. And although it's going to be a big investment to get this one here up and running, having to build an industrial complex and upgrade the infrastructure, I think it is worth it, considering the amount of rear it would cost me to actually research heavy tank. It'll take me a long time to get to this point, so yeah, it's definitely probably worth it to do that. And then it will also provide, having an industrial center over here will provide me another spot where I can produce troops if England ever falls, although I doubt England is going to fall anytime soon, considering I don't have too many troops here, but I have naval superiority in the region and a air force that can fight. So I doubt that will happen, but you know, it's just don't put all your eggs in one basket, that sort of thing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.